one of the things that I know you talk about a lot and I find very interesting is that sometimes through putting forth a very strict idea of what masculinity looks like or what femininity looks like, that we could do a disservice to people because there's not enough room for them to move. I think, like, for example, is there room for a tomboy girl anymore? Like, is there room for a guy who's artsy and doesn't want to use power tools? The fact of the matter is, I don't know how much room there is for that anymore. And is that part of what is confusing for young people?
Yeah, and I think the reaction we're seeing of the rejection of sexual difference is an understandable response to these overly rigid gender stereotypes, that if you're a real man, you better fit into this mold. If you're a real woman, you got to conform to Barbie and Instagram and all that other stuff. And plenty of young people are like, okay, that's not me. And I don't want to be that. I can't be that. And so maybe it's because I'm not truly a woman. And so I would call this like a stereotype-induced anxiety, that they spend so much time on social media of these expectations of what a woman should be. And there's this chasm between what they think a woman is and what they are as this kind of unsteady 14-year-old girl. And kind of Abigail Schreier, who wrote a great book on this, said bridging that chasm feels just helpless. And so a lot of these girls who are transitioning aren't even trying to identify as a guy anymore. They're trying to identify as non-binary, which means neither one nor the other. Basically, I am opting out of this whole competition altogether. But like you said, there's no room for her to be a tomboy anymore. And so if you really think about it, these gender stereotypes try to get a person to conform their personality to match up with their body. So if your body's male, your personality's got to fit that. But gender theory commits the opposite fault of trying to get a person to conform their body to match their personality. So if your personality is more effeminate, then we need to make your body conform to that. And so neither one to me is really the right approach. I think the right approach is what one feminist author said, who was not Christian. She said, a woman is a person with a female body and any personality, not a female personality in any body.